Good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Nagaraju. I am working as an associate professor in Department of IT, MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. Welcome to the series of Java programming. So, in this series, up to now we discussed the basic data types, type conversions, type casting, and the main important thing is static. Based on the static keyword, we covered the variables, static variable, non-static variable, and then methods, static method, non-static method. Finally, block, static block and non-static block. These three are one of the main important programming components in any object-oriented programming. Now, in this session, we are moving to the next programming component, constructor. So, in this session, we will discuss what is constructor, what are the different types of constructor, and how we are executing the constructor, and what is the use of this constructor in your programming. We will discuss all these things. First of all, what is a constructor? Simple thing. We have some properties to define a constructor. The name of the constructor is same as class name. For example, if the class name is sample, the constructor name is also sample. If the class name is demo method, the constructor name is demo method. Even upper cases and lower cases are also treated as same. So, the name of the constructor is same as the class name. And this constructor is simply a special method. Special method. What is the meaning? It almost uses the syntax of the method. So, like parameters, opening the bracket, body, and then closing the bracket, and then closing the bracket. Now, when constructor is executed, while object creation. Whenever you are creating an object, the constructor is also executed automatically like instance block. You know that instance block, whenever an object is created, instance block is executed automatically. Similarly, constructor is also executed automatically while object creation process. And always the constructor is attached with the new keyword in object creation. I think everyone know how to create an object. For example, if class name is the sample, so sample, some s is equal to new sample of. Here what happened? First new is executed. New means it allocates some memory inside the heap area. Okay. After that, sample of. Here this is sample of is called the constructor. This constructor is written in your program that sample of is executed. Sample of is called constructor. And remember, while we are writing the constructor, please ignore the return type. Please do not use return type for constructor. Even though you are writing the return type, not a problem. Remember, even though you are writing the return type before a constructor, it is not an error. But if you write the return type, the constructor also behaves like a normal method. You need to call the method. That is the reason you are not allowed to write any return type. Now, what is the syntax? Class name followed by parameters and then the body. Now, constructors are also divided into two types based on these parameters. One is constructor without parameter. Second one is constructor with parameter. First, I will explain without parameter very simply, and then we will move to with parameter. This with parameters plays very crucial role. Before that one, I will explain one simple class. For example, demo. or else use simple thing, sample. Within this one, write down one constructor. How do you write the constructor? Sample of, without any parameters. Here I am just printing one value, system dot out dot println, just one message in constructor. Close this class. I am not doing anything. Close this class. Now class demo constructor. Within this one, what I am doing? Public static void main string args. Remember here, not only just printing. If you have any variables, you can perform the operations on the variables. You can do anything. Just for understanding, I am displaying the value. Create an object sample. Some ob1 is equal to new sample of. Close. Main. Close. Here what happened? Whenever we are creating an object, the constructor sample, like methods, choose this one, sample of. Is sample of is available? Yes. The constructor is executed automatically during object creation. Now save this. .java. Go to the command prompt. Java C demo constructor.java. Java space demo constructor. Now see the output. In constructor, the message is executed. Yes or no? You are no need to call. Whenever an object is created, automatically this is executed. How many number of times? Remember, per one object, the constructor is executed only one time. Suppose you are creating an object one more time. For the second object, again the constructor is executed. Second object, again the constructor is executed. See the output? In constructor. Per each object, constructor is executed only one time. Now observe the difference. Instance block also do the same thing. Automatically executed. Constructor is also executed. Which one has the highest priority? Remember, instance blocks will have the highest priority. For example, I will show you system dot out dot println instance block. See this one? Now two objects are created. In that, instance blocks will have the highest priority. See, first object 1 is created. Whenever this object is created, the instance block in your program is executed. After that only the constructor is executed. See this one? Instance block and then constructor. For object 2, instance block and then constructor. Now we have one question. Simple thing. Sir, up to now we are writing multiple programs. In that program we are not writing any constructor. But you said that whenever an object is created, constructor is executed automatically. But up to now in your program there is no constructor. Then what happened? That is the point. Remember, for every Java program have one default constructor is there. During compilation stage, the compiler checks is any constructor is written in your program or not. If any constructor is written in our program, execute that one. Suppose if there is no constructor, it automatically adds some default constructor and any initializations is there assigned with the default values. This is the constructor with the parameter. Now, what is the next one? your 8 without parameter. Now next one is constructor with parameter. This one plays very important role. Why we are using this one? Remember, the constructor executed automatically. So if it is executed automatically, this is used for initializing the instance variables in your program. Any instance variables in your program, the instance variables are initialized by using constructor. Why? It is executed automatically, no need to call once again. So automatically performance is increased. Now I will show you. See this one. Here's assume I have string name. One constructor is there into some RMO. So I have two variables. All these two variables are instance variable. Name is one variable, roll number is another one. Okay. Now within this one, string A comma into B. What they are doing inside the constructor? Generally, inside the constructor, we are initialize the instance variable. Name is equal to A and roll number is equal to B. And write down some display method. Void display of. Here what I am doing? Just to print the values. Name is equal to plus name. Roll number is equal to plus RNO. Here observe the things. One object is sufficient. Now, here what happened? You are creating an object, sample of, the constructor is executed. But here see this one, here the sample constructor consists of two parameters. You got the point? Whenever you are calling, you need to check the number of parameters and type of parameters. So, two parameters. The first one is a string and the second one is some roll number. String and roll number. Automatically the variables are initialized. The variables are initialized. Now OD1 dot call the method display. Execute. See, name is equal to Raju, roll number is equal to 30. Like this, you can create any number of object. Each object you can assign the memory. You got the point? So, the main purpose is constructor is used to initialize the instance variables in your program. Now, once you know that this keyword, I will change here also name and age. That we will discuss in the next. And per one object, the constructor is executed only one time. So, what is the difference between method and a constructor? Method, you need to call the method explicitly. Constructor executed automatically per one object. Constructor executed only one time per one object. You can call the method any number of times. So generally constructors are used for initialization. Methods are used for doing some actions. Methods are used for doing some operations. Okay. This is the constructor with parameters. Okay. That's the end of constructors. Thank you.